Have you always wanted to learn how to meal prep? Are you too busy to prepare a well-balanced and healthy food? Well, here I am, Nurse Dinah, fit to live, fit to travel. Now I will show you how to do my meal prep for the week. So I usually start my meal prep by cooking all my meats. And here I have my favorite fish, salmon, and chicken, skinless chicken breast. And I have my ground turkey. I usually cook them all at once, either on the oven or on the stove top. If I want to add salt on my meat, I use the pink salt, my favorite Himalayan salt. And if I want to have some more spice in my food with a little bit salt in it, this is what I use, the paleo powder, original all-purpose seasoning. It has some herbs and salt in it, but with no salt seasoning, with lots of herbs and spices on it, I use the Bragg organic sprinkle. So when I cook my meat on the stove, I usually use olive oil for frying, and you can use whatever brand you want. But I love the Carapelli olive oil, extra virgin, cold press, yum. And I also use the coconut oil. I've been cooking coconut oil even back in the Philippines growing up. This is the only oil we use, coconut oil. If you don't want to use any oil on cooking your meat, cook it in the oven, or even better, cook it on the grill. While or after I cook my meat, now I'll be cooking my side dishes. First, I love broccoli. All I have to do is steam it. Broccoli is one of the healthiest side dish you could ever have in the kitchen. I love adding a tricolor pepper on my meal prep tray. It gives it a beautiful color and it also tastes good. You don't have to cook it, just cut it and eat it raw. I usually buy a cubed sweet potatoes because it's easier. I just have to steam it on boiling water. And sometimes I use whole potatoes and just bake it or put it inside the microwave. There is more flavor in the sweet potatoes. I prefer it than the white potato. And then I have the peas. I usually steam it or boil it or cook it on the stove, but you can buy something that's already cooked on the can. High in fiber, very, very good for you. And then I have all kinds of quinoa, white quinoa or a tricolor quinoa. High in protein, high in fiber, good for someone who is busy and work out a lot. And then for a side dish also, I love to throw it on the side to make my little tray colorful and beautiful looking. So this time I'll be cooking my ground turkey breast on the pan. I made patties out of my turkey with seasoning on it, and I'll just put it in the pan. Sometimes I add on a little bit of egg white on it so it doesn't fall apart, makes it sticky. And there are times I also add a little bit of almond breadcrumbs on it. When it comes to quinoa, I try to make it only like 3 to 4 ounces, but it really depends with your caloric need and what kind of activity you do during the day. If you work out a lot, you do a lot of running, a lot of quinoa is good for you. This is how I meal prep besides my breakfast. I make sure that I have enough for the whole week for my lunch and dinner. 14 meal prep trays, plus I always make an extra because when I work out a lot or exert a lot of energy, I tend to eat more than 2 meals a day. I sometimes find myself eating 4 to 6 meals a day. But it's up to you what kind of vegetables or meat you want to use. But this is just a process on how you can do your meal prep at home and making sure you have enough healthy and nutritious food during the week. Well, thank you all so much for watching me and following me on my meal prep. I hope you will continually follow me, and I will show you more tips on how you can live a healthy and well-balanced life. Always remember, who you are is what you eat. If you eat good food and nutritious food, you will feel good and you will look good. Nurse Dinah, fit to live, fit to travel. The time to live fit is now.